Okay, welcome to another episode of
We Make Love in the Kitchen.
Amelia,
Garfield?
and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about money, money, money.
Yes. Love
The mighty dollar. Okay,
and
I'm going to stop
finance.
with the singing.
Yes.
Oh, the crazy, not the singing. Love and finance.
So,
and didn't someone say, ain't no romance without finance?
yes, someone did say that.
So how is the romance going when it comes to finance? And that's why I'm wearing my money green, saying a little hi to my sweetie pie and, her computer technology stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Hey. So, yes, how are we managing money?
All right. Show me the money. That's what they said, right?
Yes, sir. Show me the money. With these 6 figures, 6
Yes.
this and 5 of this and 3 of that. And, you go and order and build a man and put your figures together and, hey.
Yes.
So how is this working
All
for
right.
us?
So we'll start off. You make more than I do.
Yes.
Right? Yes. And speaking from the point of view of a man,
Yes, sir.
I am never or never will be bothered by that.
You mean you're not feeling envious?
No.
You're not feeling that you have to catch up, make up, and kill yourself to catch up to my 2 cents?
No. Because for years, I've lived by myself almost 4.5 years after separation / divorce, and I was more than capable of paying all my bills. I have no debt. At the end of the month, I still have money left over to invest, and I make below 6 figures. So it's about money management, not necessarily making above 6 figures, because a person can make above 6 figures, but really living paycheck to paycheck. So what I've learned over the years is money management. But that's separate as it pertains to relationship, right? The way it's out there on the internet that a woman making 6 figures don't want a man. She's not going to settle for a man that makes less than 6 figures or make less than what she makes.
True. Well, I did happen upon a video actually a live, and I clicked on it because the gentleman, I would say he's 60 or above.
Yeah.
And he had a panel of ladies, I think about 4 or 5 women, and they were talking about, they know each other, right? And he was telling one of them in particular that let her stop kidding. She makes a lot of money, and there's no way she's going to be with a man or date him. And these were not women who were married.
Yes.
So I don't know if they were in what type of relationships they were in, because I didn't get in at the beginning to know. But given that as it may, he did let it be known that they wouldn't date. So I'm hoping married women aren't on the panel talking about dating, but whatever. He let it be known this one particular woman would not be with someone whose salary, I'm guessing that would be like whatever you get every 2 weeks or every month, would not be enough to pay for her Range Rover payments. So I'm guessing a Range Rover costs a lot of money.
Yes.
And a payment for a Range Rover would basically put a certain man making a certain amount of money in the hole.
Yes.
Like he wouldn't be able to do anything if he paid for her Range Rover.
Yes.
This same gentleman also said that he knows that his father taught him to take care of the woman, pay all the bills.
Yes.
All right. So that's where I'm like, oh, babe, wow, this is interesting. This is totally different. And this is a person who says, I'm a masculine man and I'm but I pay the bills, So you would call somebody like that maybe in their 60s or whatever, that they're old school.
Yes.
That they work, they pay the bills, but in paying the bills, he seemed like he's the one that would say to you, I'm going to tell you how you're going to spend that money. I'm not paying bills, and I'm giving you a lifestyle, and you're going to just be whatever.
Yes.
So that person would maintain some control.
Correct.
Now, coming back to us and money.
Yes.
I was raised, well, my mommy did not work.
Yeah.
She was a housewife. There were 10 of us in the house. Anyway, at some point in time, obviously, as the older kids got older and left, there were less, but I grew up in a house full of people, right? So my mommy was home. She didn't work. And my dad, my daddy, I was raised by my aunt, my biological uncle and his wife. So I call them mommy and daddy. So my mommy didn't work.
Yeah.
My daddy, he worked. He brought home the money and he paid the bills, and we had a little side hustle business, a grocery store that we ran and helped to supplement income.
Yes.
So as children, we were responsible for, back in the days, like actually using them scales with the little thing that looked like a pan and weighing the stuff and really truly measuring.
Yes.
And making sure if somebody wanted, so we learned how to do those things young to
Yes.
help supplement our income. Anyway, I learned that if you have a job, your money, and you and your man or you, whoever, whatever the circumstances are, marriage or not, you take your money, put it together in a pot.
Yes.
That pot now is going to dish out food on different plates for all the people that need it, paying your bills.
Yes.
What's left over, as a community, you spend that money.
Yes.
So that's what I learned. Because the supplemental income, my mommy could have simply said, oh, we ain't make no money today, and pretend that the store didn't earn any money.
Yes.
But the money that was made in the store was put in a pot for the whole family.
Not for an
Exactly.
individual.
She did. There wasn't, and with all the children with uniform, it's just life, right? So that being as it may, coming to America, and I'm watching now my father, my biological father, came to live with him when I was 12. So came over to America, had a stepmom. I had an allowance, and I had to learn how to manage money.
Yeah.
And my father worked and paid most of everything. I think my stepmother, when I came, she was already like 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So my little brother came in October. I came in the country in August. And so I learned from my stepmother and my father, she wasn't working for that first year, my first year in America. She didn't work because she went from having the kid to taking care of the kid. And I watched my dad pay for everything.
Yeah.
And that was just the way it is. So I learned from watching two dads, pay for everything.
Yes.
And they called the shots about how the money was going to be spent, and their wives got, a budget to run the house. Now let's talk about us. How did we even decide how we were going to spend our money and what we were going to do with our money?
So with us,
Yes,
it's money management. Because you have your life.
Yes.
And we're still separate, meaning we're not under the same roof.
No, we're not.
You have your life, and I have mine with my children. You have yours with your daughter, right?
Yes.
So we basically have decided what we have earned prior before us
Yes.
is separate.
Yes.
Whatever we gain as a couple,
Yes.
then it will be ours.
Yes.
So how does that look today on a small scale basis? So we have what is called a guilt-free fund.
Yes.
Because it's clear we are both independently able to stand on our own,
Yes,
pay our bills, and so forth.
that's right. He doesn't give me any money to pay any bills, and I don't give him any money
Correct.
to pay any bills.
Correct.
So,
Because we're both capable of paying our bills and managing our finance prior to us
meeting each other.
So, regardless of the salary,
Yes.
it has nothing to do with the quality or lack thereof of the man with meeting the woman. Money has nothing to do with it, and I'm going to explain to you
You're giving out the secrets?
why.
Okay, well,
Money
how
has
is it that
nothing-
money has nothing to do with us? How is that working for us?
Well,
Because I'm going to
in
just be listening.
relationship, because what it boils down to, I'll
Okay.
explain.
All right.
So we have what is called a guilt-free fund,
Yes.
where we started off at $10, then we move up to 20, and now we're at 30. That we both put $30 in our fund weekly,
Correct.
and it has accumulated to a couple of hundreds
yes.
over the weeks, the months, and if we need to go to a concert, we pull money from that account. If we need to buy equipment for our YouTube channel, we pull money from that account.
Yeah.
So whatever we do as a couple, we pull money from that account. So that's how we function as a couple, and it's just basic money management. We are not looking to, even when we travel, we pull money from that account.
That is true.
So, but still with the salary difference, which has nothing to do now with a relationship.
Yeah. So,
Go
ahead.
I'll finish up because I'm going to kind of bring it down
okay.
to the basic,
Okay.
and that a lot of women don't understand. I'm not attracted to your money, or I'm not attracted to what you make, opposed to what I make. That is not the root connection that a man wants with a woman. That's why a man, say a man makes 6 figures, he could meet a woman working at Walmart and fall in love with her because the qualities that she has, feminine, submissive, know how to speak to a man, know how to treat a man. Those qualities, however God designed us, is a turn on to a man. So what women don't understand, that's the turn on, the femininity of a woman. So they're saying, well, my money and my degree is supposed to turn you on. But it's not, because that's not what turns us on as it relates to what? A long-term, meaningful relationship. So you're bringing in something that said you're supposed to be turned on by this, and it said, no, I'd rather be with the lady that works at McDonald's, or I'd rather travel overseas and find someone where the woman is saying over here, whose education value is below theirs because they don't have the same level, they don't have the college degree, they're not the boss bee or whatever. But the man is saying they have qualities in them that turns me on. So I could go and pursue those women because they're soft, they're feminine, and all of these things. Where a lot of Western women, they are saying you're supposed to be turned on by my money and my degrees. But men are saying, no, that doesn't turn us on. So that's the problem. So in our relationship now, my attraction to you is not, when I saw your picture, it's not how much she makes. My attraction to you is what I like. The natural hair,
Ooh,
right?
yes.
The little makeup, the hips.
Ooh, the hips don't lie.
Yes. So those are the things
Okay.
that
Let me get a
will
little
always
closer.
turn a man on and have him be attracted to it. The money will never do it because you could make money, you could lose money,
Okay.
you could have all your degrees on the wall. It will when you're in the moment
Yes.
of being passionate with your partner. None of those things enter into the man's mind.
I thought you were counting my degrees.
No, none of those
Counting the
things. And that's what
coins?
a lot of women, they don't understand why men are not interested in it. Because when you boil it down, you go into the bedroom, what is going to turn him on?
So, money isn't the thing
No.
that gets your juices flowing.
No.
And the number of degrees attained doesn't get a rise out of you.
No, it's for your career.
Okay, that is true.
Which is it is for your career. But
Okay.
it you don't need a degree to be a feminine woman. You don't need a degree to treat a man with respect.
Well,
You
that's
don't need a degree to know how to cook.
Yes, my
You don't need a
grandmother
degree.
didn't have any of those. My
you don't
mommy
need
didn't
a
have it.
degree to be submissive.
Yes.
So those qualities, a man could find it anywhere. Where some women, they think their degrees and their money makes them sexually appealing, because that's what it boils down to in a relationship.
Oh,
Sexual, once you get past everything else, what is going to turn him on? Week after week, month after month, year after year. It is what is natural. The qualities that doesn't require a college degree,
all
which
right.
is the simple little things.
So, okay. Well, since I have you, that information is just to help me help someone else, but it's not. Well, some people would say, well, hey, she's got a monkey branch and take that information and go branch over someplace else. I was like, no, I can't swing. These arms is weak. So we will not be swinging. I can't swing. And the man already told me if I go swinging, he's swinging.
There you go.
And I don't swing. So going back to money, since I'm wearing my money green,
Yes.
bright lime. Anyway, so we decided to do, well, you suggested, one way to manage us doing things together is to do a mutual fund type thing where we just put money, pool money together.
Yes.
Now, we did not open a formal bank account with our names in it.
Not yet, but eventually.
We will be
yes.
doing that. But we did not do that
Because this
yet.
is a small amount of money. We could
Exactly.
and on a weekly basis, you send me the money, then I send you basically
A spreadsheet.
a spreadsheet of what's in the account and what we spent for the month.
Yes, the accountant,
Yes.
the technical accountant keeps the money where it's supposed to be. Me, I'd be like, yo, get a jar. I put in 30, put in 30. If we need money, pull it out and use the money. But, hey, I'm going to just go with the, it's a virtual jar.
Yeah, you may purchase something and I'll sell you the money. So
Now,
it's a simple.
When we met, it was summertime. I was nice. Then Christmas, the holidays started creeping up, and I would say to him, do you want a Halloween socks? I don't celebrate Halloween. Okay, fine. Christmas comes. What about Christmas socks? I don't celebrate Christmas either. So I was like, well, I could get you green socks. They're just green. No designs on them.
There you go.
Or he won't even let me get him a pair of socks. But I'm, you know, I like when I see stuff on sale for me, I'd be like, oh, this looks great. And then I was like, I called him on the phone. I said, hey, I'm shopping and I see like shirts on clearance and this and that. He's like, baby, baby, baby. And then he got deep. Don't buy anything for me. I'm fine. I'm like, okay. It's hard to not add you to my people list, right? Because I got my kid on the list and I'm like, I got my sister on the list, and sometimes I'll see something from my friend and I'll send her a picture, whatever, you know, but you are not like that. You have, I
have clothes. And I rather, like, you get stuff for me, but it's mostly like when we're cooking, juicing and stuff like that, food stuff. Yeah. You know,
hey, you want some raw cashews? Oh yeah, that's sexy.
Yes.
You want some raw sunflower seeds?
Say, baby,
oh, that's very sexy.
You getting beets? You could get that.
Oh yeah. But, you know, got some kale on sale over here, babe. You want some? Yeah. So you know So those are the things.
Those are the
things, the trinkets I would get. But
yes. Clothes.
Yeah. So we're there now with you. I find that when we go, like for the past year, right? I've noticed that when we go out, well, I think I told you this already. I said, if we're going to go out to a restaurant, then I expect him to pick up the tab.
Yeah.
But I'm also extremely frugal, and I wouldn't be like, oh, let's go to a restaurant. Let's go. I could count maybe one hand how many restaurants we've gone to a restaurant, and maybe 2 food courts. So less than 10 times we've gone out to eat. Because it's difficult to find something where health-wise you can eat as a vegetarian, and I don't necessarily, as I got older, want to eat everybody's food on the outside. So, but still, going back to the money, you would buy.
Yes.
You know, we are going someplace. He'd pull out if I'm driving, he'll still put the gas in the tank. And I've never pumped gas since when we're together, I don't pump gas.
Yes,
you get out and pump the gas.
Driving and
So that's
maybe once or twice in the beginning you did pump, but for the most part, you know, I'll do it. Yes.
When the weather is pleasant, it's spring, summers-ish, I'll be out there. I'll be like, nah, babe, you sit back and relax. But when the weather's horrible, I'll be like, oh my God, it's so cold. He'll be like, baby, I got you. He's like, you don't even have to try tricks. But anyway, we're very flexible.
Yes.
And I think because when we met each other, we weren't tight for money. You know,
Correct.
You hear people talk about, you know, women not managing on their own. And, you know, I'm a lucky person that I was able, after the divorce, to manage on my own. You know, I won't lie and say that I do not receive child support for my child, or our daughter, because I didn't have her by myself. The young lady's money that came to her went literally into a savings account so that when she was ready for college, that money was there. So if I did not, when it comes to money, I'm always thinking that I'm going to be audited, whether it's going to be legally audited or just socially audited. I have to have an accounting for what I've done with money that was given to me that I did not earn from a job. So my kids, and this is where my kids' child support went to my kid. And I know people are like, oh, no, I always felt this thing on the back of my neck. Like my daddy would be like, what you did with that girl's money? Why you don't have, what's going on? Why she need, you know? So I was like ridiculous. And that's where I'm odd like that. That's my crazy, right? Yeah. I always think someone's going to come knock on my door going, show me proof that you used this money for this kid. And because of that, I had money, her money went into an account to pay for college. And if necessary, because she had activities, I would dip into that.
Yeah.
So I won't lie and say it didn't make it easier to have a little something
Yes.
so that I can pay for her activities as if we were still married.
Yes.
Right? So I can't lie there when it
Yes.
comes to that money. But when it comes to now, could I have survived without it?
Yes.
Yes. It allowed her to have a luxury as if and not have any financial hardships
Correct.
because of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I will say. That's the truth. Now, as obviously the years have gone by and I've received financial promotions, it allowed me to do more for her
Yes.
without saying, what's this, what's that, when's this, where's that? And it allowed me to balance better. So by the time I met you, 10 years had gone by since my divorce.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, I've managed. Now, the one thing you, and I said this before in our video, you helped me to save my money instead of spending my money. If I had $1, instead of spending the $1, I saved 75 cents. Now I'm at the point, if I have $1, I'm saving that the whole dollar, because I'm realizing that I was purchasing things to satisfy other growing up poor trauma, having to wait till my cousin finished wearing something before I could wear it trauma, whatever crazy trauma I had, lack of funds trauma, I used when I got surplus money, I just spent it.
Yeah.
And looking at you where you buy what you need and not because you feel like you need 99 pencils and pens.
So, and I look at what's going on today, and when I look at us, right, you're trying to make sense out of it, and it doesn't make sense that a woman would say, well, he has to make this amount of money, but she's still alone. But I'm putting a criteria that majority of the men in the world cannot meet that criteria, but she would rather be alone and missing out on true love, happiness, joy, but she's just waiting for the money. And maybe if majority, and I don't know the percentage of women that think this way or live their life this way. I don't know, because there's other cultures. You see the Hispanics, we go out a lot. We see the Hispanics at the parks, at the beach. They're with their family. Grandma, their children, their grandchildren, and so forth. So it's probably a growing thing, but I don't know the percentage, but I've heard enough of it on social media, TikTok, YouTube, that it's a thing. But, and maybe with the change in the economy would change a lot of people's attitude now, because it makes no sense where you say, I would rather be alone, waiting for a fantasy to come true, than not go out there and say, well, let me get into a relationship with a man, and we both could pay the bills, and we both could share the bill, and we could both share the expenses. But a lot of it is also coming from women who have the degrees, who have the money, but have no understanding of what turns a man on. Because when you take away the wealth, the degrees, if you're famous, the the cameras, the glamour. It is just two humans being connected. And you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have that connection with your partner, then you have nothing. And the basic connection is love. The basic connection is what is in you that attracts me to make me want to be around you, to make me want to make love to you. All of these things, and it is nothing external.
Are we making love in the kitchen?
Yes.
Oh my stars.
It is nothing external. It is the connection that both people have to have.
Yeah.
That's why men are saying, I can't get that connection with a lot of women, whether it be in America or whether it be in the West, because they don't understand what most women, they don't understand. What is it that turns the man on that he's not looking at me and my money and my degrees? Because you are missing the picture.
Well, it's something that requires a lot of study, a lot of people being honest about what things are. A lot of people have said, I haven't studied this. I have my own opinion, but
yes.
A lot of people have said, like, look, feminism came, and with feminism came the women being independent and saying, I don't need a man. But then you have some people saying, yes, I don't need a man in order to breathe and survive.
Correct.
But I would love to have a man in my life to give me balance, to have someone to love, to have someone love on me. And listen, I like this. I want the man. And yes, I do need this man.
Yes.
Makes me feel the way he makes me feel. So it is what it is, okay? There you go, I admitted it. They're going to come for me and take my card.
We need to touch each other. We need to
I like this.
Embrace each other. We kiss each other.
Oh,
we
my goodness,
laugh.
yes.
We dance.
And the only time that we don't spend doing the things we like to do is when we're here on camera.
Yes, but there's no money required in what we really need. That's
Look
why.
at how money is not required, right? We still we cook. We buy things like we are like a regular couple. We go and we're like, okay, yeah, I got this, babe. You got that. You got this, and we're like, fine, we're good. And I think it's because we're both financially comfortable. We are not struggling to pay anything.
Correct.
And perhaps we are unique in that we don't have the financial struggle. I don't need to move in with you to save money. You don't need to move in with me to save money. I mean, like, really save money. You could do everything.
Correct.
Right? And I could do everything. So people might say, oh, they're unicorns. They don't have any financial troubles, so they don't have to. They could afford to say, oh, I'll pay for that. Oh, I'll pay for that. Oh, we'll get a joint account. That is true. That is true. We are unique.
Yes.
However, like you said, money management. When we get older, we're Black. Hey, surprise, surprise. We're Black, and we I know I did not get trained on investments and things like that. So I was like, all right, you put your money in a savings account or you get a CD. And I was like, whoa, fantastic. Then I started learning about financial terms, and investment scared the living daylights out of me because I didn't understand, what would happen to my money, how to invest. You have to get this, and you got to get a broker, and you got to get this, and it's like why can't I just, like Coca-Cola, why can't you just go into it like a store and say, let me have 2 of those and 3 of those? Not so easy. So I'm like, if I didn't understand it, I just didn't do it. I just let the money sit in savings when I could, but I was spending, if I had 10% of my income was free, I was like, and this guy comes in and goes, you can invest and get a whole lot more for your return. Money, just basically get interest, right? And then if you do it well enough and you start off young enough, you can have interest and just live off the interest of your investment.
Yes.
Right? But I didn't start investing I didn't invest until, well, technically I invested when I was able to put money aside from my job that has nothing to do with the pension, right? A TDA. That's a sort of investment, but it's very passive. It's not aggressive, and it's minimal, bare minimum interest, right? So, but it's a little better than a savings account. Then you helped me to realize that an emergency savings account would be something worthwhile instead of buying the latest NutriBullet or blender from my friend QVC and HSN, because those ladies aren't going to help me in my retirement days.
Here you go.
So he helped me to see where I was wasting my money.
Yeah.
And where to put it, where it would benefit me in my olden age.
There you go.
And I'm glad to have us sit down and talk about where we went to get the education for you and for me.
Yes.
So that both of us would be comfortable with money.
Yes.
So I think that would be something that we could tackle next and share, how we got here, okay, so we met and so he helped me get there, but how did he do it? And how did I benefit from it?
Yes.
And looking back, I can then say, I can give advice to people on getting the information so they could become better investors or be investors, period.
Yes.
So that you don't, because I'm not going to get Social Security. He's 5 years older than me. We're praying he could get 1 year before that thing is gone.
Yes.
I know I won't get any. So we got to live like.
Before we close it out, there's one
love.
more thing which is kind of tied to the thing of what a lot of women are saying, that women never worked in the past and men went to work, which is, to me, is wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, men went out to work, and back in the days, men went out to work, but the women stayed home.
Okay.
It's both work. Men went out to work for a salary.
Gotcha.
Women stay home with 10 kids.
Oh, goodness gracious, yes.
That's work. But it's two parties where the man is working to bring in the finance, the woman is working to take care of the family. They're both working together. It's not, right now everything is individualized, where the man is working for his money, the woman is working for her money, but, well, you could say in the Black culture, or a lot of the way a lot of Western women is thinking, they're now separating the work. When it was, you're working for the family. So both women and men always work. There was never a time in history that both men and women didn't work. The type of work may have been different, and men may have been getting paid for their work because of the type of work that they were doing. But there was never a point in history where the woman sat home and did absolutely nothing, raising 10 kids.
We're talking about average people.
Average people,
Not
which
the
majority.
10%ers.
Correct. But
or what they call them, the aristocracy.
Yes.
Or the rich. We're not talking about Vanderbilts, and we're not talking about the British or any aristocracy.
But even you see those people who live that type of life, it's never really a fulfilling life.
Well, you don't know. Might have been, who knows?
It might have been fulfilling for them.
Exactly.
But majority of the people in the world, for centuries, both the male and the female work for the family. And that's pretty much, but we're missing that piece today because
Okay.
the family structure is not really there. Everything is now,
Tea time.
yes, everything is now based on the individual, but everything is now tied to money. So, but despite our different salary, has no meaning in our relationship because you could look past that and see the person
Yes.
and fall in love with the person either way
Okay.
because love is free.
Yes.
You're born into this world, your mother and your father, they raise you, they love you, you grow up loving them, you have brothers and sisters, you love them. You start going to school, you meet your friends, you love them. And they become your long last friends. You fall into a relationship. Now love becomes based on money. You need money, yes, but love is always free.
Yes.
You give it freely and you receive it. But now a lot of people is attaching money to the love that they think they will give or receive. And time after time after time, we're seeing that whether they be rich or whether they be poor, when you lead with money, you fail. And
Sometimes.
sometimes.
We don't know about the successful people who have a lot of money. I'm sure there's a lot of rich people out there
Yes.
been married for years and years and years, and that
But
money.
it's not the love.
But you don't
it's
know.
not the money.
We don't know. I don't know. Hey, what you're saying is, like us, we don't focus on the money. We focus
Correct.
on love.
Correct.
And I believe that one of the things that made it, well, obviously, I'm not after you to have you take care of me, and you're not looking for me to financially support you. So that being the case, we're lucky because you don't, well, listen, I know I'm not worried about him chasing me for no money. And I hope he realized that I ain't chasing him for no money. So it is what it is. Now, what are we going to be chasing each other for? Making love in the kitchen.
Making love in the kitchen.
Can't. I'm a hot mess. But hey, guys, thank you so much for
Yes.
sticking with us through this as we, went back and forth a little bit about our money perspectives on money
money,
and
yes.
relationships.
Yes.
So next time, we'll talk about a little bit about what we learned and how we learned about money.
Money.
I have no problems talking about how I learned about the value of $1. And my sweetie, how he learned about the value of $1 and how he learned to manage things so well that when I met him, even though he'd gone through a divorce,
Yes.
same here, he had less time than me by himself and did it faster and better. So he was betterer. Not that that's a word. So how did Garfield get so good at managing?
There you go.
So we'll
Find out.
reveal that
Yes.
next time.
Ladies,
Okay.
please like, subscribe, comment below. And ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day.